Have you ever wanted to try role-playing games, but without the role-playing, but with roles?
What are you even talking about?
Freelancers, obviously. Choose a race, decide what you want to be when you grow up, fill out your resume, distribute responsibilities like medic, scout, any other things that are really important, and set out on an adventure in this fantasy post-apocalyptic world as a group of freelancers looking for a job. During the adventure, follow the magical app's instructions.
Freelancers! He cries, the wide sleeves of his robed arms drooping as he holds them aloft. Behold, it is none other than I, Fildimax the Great. And you look like the sort of freelancers I seek. Yes, indeed. Just the sort of dungeon-delving, treasure-hunting killers I require.
The app will tell you how to resolve the locations in the location book or on this adventure map. You all together will make skill checks, meet weird people, and try to survive while trying to complete the adventure.
And we're gonna talk a lot more about this game in this video, so we should jump to the first question, which is...
What are the 3 best things about this game?
Let's go! Let's go!
My third best thing about this game is going to be the humor. Unlike mine, this one's good. A light-hearted adventure. It should be easy to get into. It's funny, I have laughed out loud, even though it doesn't take much to make me laugh out loud.
Fart jokes, for example, dude, every
I
single
don't
time.
laugh at fart jokes, unless they're my fart jokes. No, I mean my fart jokes, not my farts. Was it clear?
For me, it's not just humor, but writing. Because the writing is really, really, really great. It doesn't take itself seriously. Writing is what takes it to the next level for sure.
Makes it almost like a D&D simulation. It is a role-playing game, but the story has been already made up. The app will ask you, does anybody of you have this title? Is anybody of you a dwarf? If there is, then this happens. If not, then this happens.
For me, the third place is the simple things, and there are cute. There are few.
Have you ever had a dream that you
There are few really neat things here. For example, the dice system. Any checks that you do, you will always roll d20.
Like in Dungeons & Dragons.
Like in Dungeons & Dragons. And then, depending on your skill level, you will add 1 die. If you have just a little bit of that skill, then you will add this die. But this progression system feels neat. Small little things that make this a nicer experience.
I have to say, if it weren't for my number 1 best thing, I don't think I enjoy this half as much. Do you know what it is?
Voiceover.
Saying it's great doesn't do it justice. It is out of this world. I feel like it's the best I've heard. And it adds to the humor.
I have voiceover and the app. It rivals with ISS OneGuard for sure as one of the best voiceovers there are. But also the app in general, because you can not learn the rules of the game and start playing, and it's kind of okay. The app itself serves as a rule book. Find everything and all the answers you need. Whenever you do something, there pops out a window. Do you want to check out what this keyword means?
Either that or each of the keywords is always underlined and you can immediately click it and it's like each player gets 1 stress. Wait, what was stress? Click it. Oh, it's right there. Done. There are some things that we didn't particularly enjoy.
Or at least we can warn you that maybe this game is not for you.
So let's check those out.
For me, number 1 is social experiment. And from time to time, the app will ask you, do you want to improvise and get like extra points or something? It might put you on a spot. It's a game, but mostly social experiment feels like.
You will have an encounter, and after the encounter, the app will ask you, do you want to, in character, describe what has happened to you so far? Tell the story of your adventure. And then you can say no, and there's no penalty to that, or you can say yes, and how you did will be rated by other players, showing thumbs up or thumbs down. Something will happen to you. You want something to happen to you, but maybe you not necessarily want to talk. Is this really a game? You do roll some dice, you make some choices. You're not gonna do some min-maxing or smartly, strategically fight monsters. No, this is a fully choose your own adventure experience with great voiceover.
For me, it's not much there. Some really minor things of rolling dice and something to hold on to, but generally, you're just playing through the story. Except the last boss fight in each
that
story.
kind of escalate.
The culmination of the story will happen, and it's very strategic suddenly. It asks you if you did really good before this happened. Oh, we shouldn't like not done anything and just had a laugh before that? We should have collected something? Oh, okay. There, you have to be very precise what you're gonna do. You finish the game either way, but if you want the good ending, then you will kind of need to sweat a bit. There are these places where you can go to from time to time, and especially the boss fights happen here as well. You have 45 seconds to place your standees here, and after those 45 seconds, you have to go through all the things that you just chose. At the end, especially, it's very important where you go to. Do you have the right characters at the right places? Do you have the right items and so on?
But now that we've played quite a bit, we know that it's coming. We'll be ready.
Nah, let's be honest, we're just gonna
it's that
mess
type of
around and then it's gonna be the boss fight and we're like, we should have had not stolen that money and just ask for help, right?
It's just gonna be the humor. It's not gonna be for everybody. Have you seen Mad Max Fury Road? Did you think the guitarist with the flames was cool? I think you'd like the humor here. This post-apocalyptic weird place, and then there's a guitarist with flames? That's cool.
For me, it's humor with question mark as well. Do you like memes? Do you just like randomness and having fun and just going with the flow? Yet still have a game underneath it? If that's not enough, then this game's not for you. But if you wanna hear that weird sounding wizard that we had at the beginning,
Freelancers!
then it's for you.
There might be some good alternatives, right?
Yeah, let's check out the alternative. 3, 2, 1. Forgotten Waters.
Tales of the Arabian Nights.
Forgotten Waters is from the same authors, the first iteration of the game, and it has a lot more of this, I felt like.
Yeah, there's more game around the book.
If you think like, hey, just this book sounds good, going there and doing these random things, also with a funny voiceover, although this takes it to the next level for sure. This is a really good second part of it. There in that story you are pirates and you're traveling through this location book all the time and doing less of all this.
Yeah.
But I still felt like it's more of a game. Maybe because there's more of this and that feels the biggest game-y part.
Tales of Arabian Nights is a choose-your-own adventure game where you kind of have a goal of reaching certain amount of victory points, which doesn't matter. But you will travel through locations and then roll some dice that will tell you which entry to read. And then you also will roll some dice to see how well you did and things will happen to you. And that also is a very light-hearted game. It doesn't matter what you plan to do, things will happen. Here you have some control. In Tales of Arabian Nights, you have very little control. But the story is enjoyable, funny, and it's a great storytelling game, just like this is. That does not have a great voiceover. The only voiceover you get there is your voiceover. And that depends.
What's our personal rating of the game? Ready?
Yes.
3, 2, 1. Really good.
I feel it's fantastic. With the right people, it's a fantastic game. The minus for me being that I'm not gonna play the same adventure back to back or even maybe the same year. But there are like 6 of them. That's quite a lot of game in here.
Yeah. I would probably play each scenario once. I really liked it. The voiceover is just next level. I just can't stop gushing about it. And the story writing itself, by far the best part. Game mechanisms are there to kind of be the cherry on top. Add to it. It's fine. It's okay. If there wouldn't be that great story and everything, I would say it's okay. If you get the pop culture references.
Yeah, there's a ton of those.
Something went over my head and after a few seconds I'm like, wait a minute. Oh, okay. It's just really cool experience with the right people.
This could be a party game. Drink some beer, eat some snacks, and play this game. It doesn't take a lot of brain power to play this, which is a good thing for this type of game. And it is a very unique type of game. I'm quite sure you haven't played anything like this before. Do you like story games? Are there any really good voiceover games that we should try?
What's the funniest board game you have ever played?
Also, a very important thing before you go.
Have a good day.
That is
Drink
important.
water,
But
hydrate.
Right after those, next most important thing, please support us. Really would help us a lot. Becoming a YouTube member, liking. You're just shutting down. This is only the 6th video today.
Yeah, bye.
Okay, bye.